Hello, beautiful people. There are some huge activations coming, and Spirit's been asking me to talk about this for a little while now. And I just got off a reading, and the same theme came up. So, thank you so much, Rick, for the prompt. It's time for me to stop hiding and actually share some of the stuff I'm gifted with hearing. So, just starting with asking for a card for how to set the tone for this. Thank you so much. Okay. Alright, so what's been coming through at the moment is that basically since 2020, everyone has been getting these insane energetic downloads and upgrades. The Earth herself, as her frequency goes up and up and up, the energy is coming in from the galaxy, from the sun, from supergalactic center, from galactic center, from your angels, from your soul integration. All of this has been basically bottling up in our bodies and hasn't always activated quite as neatly as it could have. So of course we're all experiencing like upgrades to intuitive and psychic abilities, like our health is becoming more radiant, we're manifesting faster and faster. There's all this really cool stuff to work with here, and yet we're still really only transmuting and processing. I'm hearing about 5 to 10% of the energy that we've picked up. So basically Spirit's gone, here's 40 bunches of bananas because we're going to get you making the biggest like banana essential oil potion thing that the world's ever seen, and it's going to be amazing. But you're like, I only know how to turn a couple of bananas into a smoothie. Like, I don't know what to do with all these bananas. Forgive the metaphor. And what Spirit's been telling me again and again and again, and I've been seeing this in other YouTube videos about myself too, it's been like, move your body, get the energy moving, getting it circulating. And what I've been hearing from other people is like, even just some yoga, some stretching, some dancing, all of that is going to help. Like, it doesn't matter how rigorous it is at this point, just keep moving, don't stop moving. It doesn't have to be painful, just move. And so I was taking that advice and I was doing it and I was getting results. And to be honest, they were like strong at the start, but not as strong as they are now. So I was already experiencing this kind of Kundalini activation. I had that heart activation. My third eye has slowly been coming online, so it wasn't like that big whoosh. I very much feel like the brakes put on. And probably there's a lot of clearing and healing to do. Okay, we're talking about these cards now. But when I would do I'd exercise doing squats with my toddler, like picking him up and down, and as I'd be doing that, I'd be feeling this like overwhelming like rise of energy, like calming up. I could feel that Kundalini like syrup, just like ready to go, and it would tickle like crazy. But I wasn't in a good routine. Like, I wasn't super into it. I was into it, but I didn't know what to do with it. Like, okay, all this energy's coming up, what now? So you just kind of like giggle and then stop and life goes back to normal, right? Now I've been like exercising more frequently, not super frequently, but more frequently than that. And I also tried going into a sauna, and it's just intense the way that, actually like moving your body more, and the heat of the sauna and the detoxifying process just makes it almost excruciating. Like, it tickles, it's fun, but the way the energy is moving and the upgrades I'm getting and just the constant like psychic connection and downloads and glimpses into things and the higher self, it's just like I barely meditate or sit down to channel anymore because I'm just hearing it constantly. Like, Spirit's just sitting on my soul shoulder chatting to me. And like, we still need to meditate, we still need to ground, we still need to do these things. I'm a bad example. But I've really been hearing my guides now, like, this is what we meant when we meant move your body. You've got all this energy in your body, and it needs to integrate with the technology of the body in order for you to get the use out of it. So look at the cards I've pulled out. Lost Lands, Soul Memories, and Gifts. You've done this before. This is from Rebecca Campbell's Starseed Oracle. So if Atlantis, Lemuria relates to you, if you've got past life memories from Sirius B or as a mermaid or something, look, you're being reminded that this activation, this power you're coming into, it's your power. It's not necessarily just, it is a gift. It's a gift from the planet and a gift from your guides, a gift from the heavens, a gift from the stars, a gift, right? But that energy that you're experiencing, that power, that fulfillment, This is just another version of you that you've been before. And as we integrate this energy into our body, we make more room for our soul. We make more room for our higher self to come in. You know, like you can't take a rocket engine and stick it on a Toyota Corolla. You know, like we're upgrading our body so that we can handle the rocket engine when it's here, right? And the thing is, we already have all of the material. We already have all of that energetic download. Right now, we just need to get it to activate. And I want you to intuitively let yourself be called to however that feels. Like, do you do Tai Chi? Do you do yoga? Do you like to just put on your favorite music and just dance like a maniac? Whatever it is, again, hiking out in nature, going for a mountain climb, whatever it is, do it. Do it, because there is so much energy there, and I'm sensing this restlessness in the collective. This idea that, or this feeling of like, I'm so upgraded, there's all this energy in my body, and I don't know what to do with it. Like, it's frustrating, and it's coming out through things, like, it's like popping out because it's still stuck inside you and it needs to move. So how do we make the energy move? We can cause arguments and scream it out. We can make ourselves frantically busy. We can sing and have sex and do fun things. There's all sorts of ways we can get the energy out, but it's better if we can consciously integrate it through like things like movement and let it come out in a more fun way. I mean, you might feel yourself a bit restless and agitated and want to start a fight with someone, but actually what the energy in your body might be telling you to do is to just go outside and start singing at the top of your voice. Like just go, ah, or om, or like whatever it is, get it out, because there's so much energy there and it needs to move. Another message, if you have soul gifts that are coming online right now, so you're channeling, you're automatic writing, you're getting glimpses into the future, you're realizing that you're an empath, you have healing abilities, all this stuff is coming online, right? Do not keep it to yourself. Cannot state this enough. Do not keep that to yourself. It needs to move through you. Use it or lose it. And the more you share it, the stronger it's getting. Why is that? You're not just being rewarded for using the gifts. There is an element of that, but I don't know how much of that is just metaphorical. But you're not, it was 734 when I looked at the clock. That's my life path number. It's not just metaphorical. It's just plumbing. As the energy moves through your body, it gets processed, it gets to flow, it gets to do what it does best. It doesn't stagnate and cause weird, restless, frustrated feelings. The energy gets to flow and move. The more it flows, the more can come through, the more that gets processed, the more that awakens your cells. Think of it as just like any kind of plumbing. If you've got a blockage, or if you've turned the tap on and the sink's full, it's just going to start overflowing and making a mess. If you can create a tap that diverts the water somewhere, or you can pull the plug out, there's room for more water to move. And as that filters through you, it's healing you. It's healing you and upgrading you as it moves through you. And here we got another card, the Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency. Make your life like a moving prayer. Again, emphasis on the moving part. Live your life like a prayer, like be mindful, enjoy the energy, enjoy the way you move, stretch. When you hug someone, really hug someone. But again, that emphasis on movement. Let yourself be used by God and the divine, and use whatever phrases make you feel safest and more comfortable. If you want to say love, use me. Let me be love. Let me be a beacon for love. Let me be a beacon for light. Let me show the way. Let me see and be seen. Let me do what I came here to do. Let it move through me. Then expect that just like people show up in your life for you like an answered prayer, you're going to show up in their life for them like an answered prayer. And sometimes it won't be that you're called to give someone a healing hug in a bathroom. Sometimes you'll be called to pick a piece of rubbish off the ground. Sometimes you'll be called to do something tiny that seems minuscule, to let someone in on traffic, to give a wave, to give your plant an extra drink of water because you intuitively heard them calling out for you, I'm thirsty. Sometimes it's these tiny things that have these ripple effects, where someone across the park notices you pick up the litter and goes, wow, good people still exist. That brightened my day, and now I'm going to go pay that forward. You know, sometimes it's just these little things that help miracles happen. And just trust that you're being used, that the divine is using you to do these things. And even as I deliver this message, I'm thinking, wow, I can feel the love flowing through me. I feel the divinity, I feel the mission, I feel the vibe of everything going up as I say this. And yet, before I recorded this, I felt silly. I've recorded a couple of videos in the past few weeks and I just didn't have the self-confidence to put them out. I just felt silly. I know that's weird because I'm telling everybody else not to feel silly. And yet I feel self-conscious and silly all the time. But I gotta just trust. We gotta trust that we asked for this for a reason. We're being given these gifts for a reason, and there are people waiting for us. There are people depending on us to say, I see you. To say, I see you. And you're worth healing. And you're worth loving. And that might be... Is that a bug on my face right now? It is a bug on my face. I couldn't tell if it was on the screen or on my face. Hello, buggy. Well, I'm swarming with insects. I don't know what that means as a sign for you. But I did get back into this receiving mode meditation that tends to make bugs jump on me. But that is a very specific bug crawling over my first eye. Anyway. Is that a sign for me to be quiet? 11:32. Do we want another card? We want another card. Tell me something. Help me, Jesus. Help me, love. What do you want to share today? What was my message? Move. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Yeah. We're all entangled and we're on this journey together. And you know, because we're all entangled, doesn't that mean that if one of us has the courage to do something, the rest of us have the courage to do something? So, sorry for hiding. I hope you all get to go out there and spread some love and spread some joy, and in doing so, uplift the collective, because we are all healing each other. We are all working together in the astral. I've seen that very clearly a bunch of times. I'm even having dreams now where, like, my partner and I will go to sleep and I'll wake up in the dream, basically like with a bag packed, like, okay, let's go. Like, off to go do some work in the astral. Like, that's how some of my dreams start now. Like, we're obviously doing this together. We're a team. Now I'm getting self-conscious again. Why am I getting self-conscious again? Let's feel into this, because we're a collective. I'm feeling into all of our energy. I know, I'm getting a bit manic. Is it like... So I tend to work in like bursts of creativity and inspiration, but there's a slower energy here that wants to be felt. Like, what about our quieter folks? What about those who aren't so outspoken? What about us who work in the corners, in the shadows, who don't get credit for what we do? What about us? Those cards wanted to leave us. Feel that. What about the rest of us who aren't so manic as Kelly Palmer? Eight of Swords reversed. So this is the Light Seers Tarot. You're starting to see yourself as more than you are. As not trapped, as not bound by this 3D matrix. You're starting to see that you can bend things to your will. And part of that is understanding that you don't have to go out to make things happen. You don't have to go make noise and be showy and make a YouTube video about having too many bananas. You can bring it to you. You can sit still. You can bend the world around you. Four of Swords reversed after I said sit still. That's funny. You know what? I channeled and drew a card just like that. 14:44 on the clock. So Four of Swords is about like rest and laying low, right? It's about like, okay, I'm going to lay low for a bit. Something's a bit spooky. I'm going to go hibernate. And it's a fine card. You're allowed to hibernate. You're allowed to lay low. But in the reverse, it's showing me that we want to flip that energy. If you're one to hibernate and hide, and you still want to lay low a bit, you're not the type, you're not in that yang energy to go out and make a lot of noise, that's okay. But make sure you're shifting the energy in your space. See you're being in your space as where the magic happens, as the action. The rest is the action itself. Magnetize yourself. Come into receiving mode. Let yourself be a beacon for the collective to find you. Or let the opportunities and the ideas come to you. Let them find you. Okay, a lot of cards fell out. 2 of Wands. So again, sitting still, looking out, letting it come to you. Ace of Pentacles. Planting seeds, setting intentions. 3 of Cups, networking. 2, 1, 3. 6 of Swords in reverse. Don't run away. And 7 of Pentacles. You're growing something. Okay. Again, this is just an energy to like sit tight. Don't feel like you're running away from the world as you sit tight, as you stay in your environment, and as you lean into that rest and surrender. Don't see it as hiding. Don't see it as hibernating. Keep planting seeds. Keep setting intentions. Keep magnetizing the world to come to you. Because they will come to you and it will grow even in the darkness. And again, I'm being called to back this moving prayer idea. Keep moving. Let's pull that up. Moving prayer. Look at all those purples in the stars. Is there a way that you can make the magic happen in your space without running around, running errands after people because Spirit told you to do this and do that and do that and do that? Is there a way that you can move in your space where you can just come into harmony, where you can dance on your own, where you can hug yourself, where you can stretch out, where you can make potions, where you can pray or chant or do something that's going to make that space, which used to be a cage, which used to be a sanctuary, which used to be a hiding place? Is there a way that you can turn that space into your laboratory, into your spaceship? Is there a way that you can turn your space into the place where all the magic happens, where all the love comes to you, to invigorate it? And that could be dusting. That could be, that wasn't an orb, that was a bee or a fly or something. Maybe you're you're dusting, you're putting crystals in the space, you're calling in angels to light up the space with light and love. You're getting your tools out. You're writing, you're letting the ideas come to you. And remember, keep moving, keep letting it flowing. For some of you, this is a message for automatic writers and channelers as well. Let it keep flowing. Record your voice, write it down, move your face, make the artwork, let it flow, let it keep coming out, because there are these huge amounts of energy in you, as symbolically indicated by all the sunlight that's finding me now. That's got me literally glowing. Like, look at all this energy that wants to come out. You've got fire hands. You got to use that power. You got to use that energy. You got to put it into practice. Because it's all there already. And Rick, thank you so much for sharing with me that you had this download that there's something happening around November 19. I tuned into that, and what I saw was that basically once this energy within you, which I see as this golden white light, interfaces with this energy coming to the planet around November 19. I'm hearing November 20 as well. Yes, that's for different parts of the planet. Basically, it's going to I'm seeing this blue-purple energy come down, 12:12 on the clock, matching with this gold-white energy. And what it's doing is it's locking in. It's bringing that heavenly earth angel energy in with that extraterrestrial indigo, throat chakra, third eye, crown chakra awakening. And basically what's that doing is it's building a kind of bridge. It's making our bodies and our energies more alien, more extraterrestrial, more galactic, bringing in those soul memories, but also paving a kind of energetic bridge for our ET friends to come down to Earth. So basically, the more ET we are here, the more galactic energies we have activated within us, the more it's a frequency match for everybody else to come down. So as we activate this energy and become like our brightest, boldest, most loving selves, then we're able to take that galactic energy, which, you know, hasn't always been loving. There's a lot of stuff going on in the galaxy. But once we're all activated in this loving, sovereign space, we can accept all those galactic past lives and memories and that more interdimensional energy, so that our friends from the higher dimensions have this bridge here, and so that the earth is basically like lifted into that galactic 5D consciousness, which is when we can start receiving our friends and heading off planet. And I know this is already happening, but not on a collective level. Well, our collective knows what's going on, but on like a global, are we all on the same page with ETs have always been here and we've probably been out of space a bunch of times? Let's find out. Okay, that's your message. TLDR, move your body, and keep sharing your gifts. You're so awake and you've got so much power within you already. Instead of asking for more, let's start activating what we've already got, hey, because there's a lot here. Okay, sending heaps of love. Talk to you soon.